The Golden State Warriors are set for a major gamble entering the 2025-26 NBA season, with veteran superstar Stephen Curry likely to be the only point guard on the entire 15-man main roster. According to the latest free agency reports from Mark Stein, the Warriors are set to fill their remaining 6 roster spots with Jonathan Kuminga, Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton, Gary Payton II, Seth Curry, and Will Richard. While that leaves an abundance of shooting guards available for Steve Kerr, it does make for a potentially unhealthy reliance on a 37-year-old Curry. Perhaps it also goes to show the faith Golden State have in Brandon Podziemski and DeAnthony Melton, the latter of which has played just 44 games in the last 2 years and is coming off a torn ACL injury. DeAnthony Melton may get on-ball opportunity for the Warriors. Melton might be seen by many as a prototypical 3-and-D player, but he also has secondary ball handling and playmaking skills that could shine further within Kerr's free-flowing offense. Assuming Podziemski starts at shooting guard to open the season, Melton could become Golden State's de facto backup point guard behind Curry. The second unit is sure to be run through Jimmy Butler and might also feature Jonathan Kuminga as a prominent defensive option, yet Melton could still be given far more on-ball opportunity than he's seen at other recent stops in his career. That's going to grant the 27-year-old an even greater chance to rehabilitate his value and market himself to the Warriors and other prospective teams ahead of free agency next year. Melton signed a 1-year, $12.8 million deal with Golden State last offseason in the hopes of then securing a long-term contract, only for those to be dashed when his season was cut short after just 6 games. Now expected to sign a minimum contract to return to the Warriors, Melton will once again be out to prove that he's worth $15+ million annually on a multi-year deal. Even though those players pigeonholed as 3-and-D types are incredibly valuable, Melton will be better served if he has the opportunity to truly showcase his versatile skill set. There may also be the opportunity for Melton to win the starting 2-guard spot off Podziemski at some stage, having done so twice early last season where he thoroughly impressed in back-to-back wins over the Oklahoma City Thunder on the road and the Dallas Mavericks before injury struck. The Golden State Warriors have spent much of the summer tied up in Jonathan Kuminga trade speculation. For weeks, the Sacramento Kings were considered a serious suitor, with Malik Monk floated as the centerpiece in a possible sign-in trade. But according to multiple insiders, the deal is not moving forward. Warriors still want more than Sacramento will offer. The Kings' best offer reportedly included Monk and a protected first-round pick. Golden State, on the other hand, has been holding firm on its asking price. The front office has wanted an unprotected first-rounder for Jonathan Kuminga, a price Sacramento has not been willing to meet. On Willard and Dibs, Tim Kawakami of The Athletic dismissed the idea of a Kings Warriors sign-in trade. "I don't think there's going to be a trade. The Kings things never made sense to me. Kuminga has $48 million guaranteed on the table. Does he take it or does he not? Around the league, people are stunned it's gone this far," Kawakami said. Similarly, Dalton Johnson of NBC Sports Bay Area reported that any chances of a sign-in trade are virtually over. Why the stalemate hurts the Warriors. For Golden State, Kuminga's contract situation is already complicated. If he accepts the qualifying offer, he gains veto power over any trade. If he pushes for a player option in an extension, he becomes harder to move for long-term value. The Warriors' preference is a deal with a team option, which would keep flexibility on their side. Without that, any trade partner would face risk, limiting Golden State's leverage. The problem is time. The Warriors still need depth pieces around Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler before training camp, but Kuminga's unresolved future is holding up business. Could Monk still help the Warriors? The irony is that Monk could be exactly the kind of spark the Warriors' bench needs. He averaged 17.2 points, 5.6 assists, and 3.8 rebounds last season. His shot creation and playmaking would give Steve Kerr a weapon when Curry and Butler rest. Yet Golden State has shown little interest in keeping him. Monk's 4-year, $78 million contract includes a $21.5 million player option for 2027 to 28, which does not align with the Warriors' long-term financial flexibility. Reports suggest that even if Golden State acquired him, the front office would likely look to reroute him to a third team. What's next for Golden State? The Warriors are running out of time. Training camp is approaching, and the roster remains incomplete. If Kuminga stays, the extension details will determine whether he is a long-term piece or just a short-term hold. If he goes, Golden State needs a return that makes them stronger in the West, not more restricted. Kawakami's comments suggest the Kings are no longer on that path. Whether the Warriors pivot to another trade partner or simply hold steady with Kuminga, the clock is ticking on their offseason. With the start of training camp for the Golden State Warriors just days ago, the summer-long Jonathan Kuminga saga still hasn't come to a resolution. He has been a restricted free agent, and while they have made multiple generous contract offers to him, he has said no to each one. It is getting to the point where Kuminga can either agree to his qualifying offer for the 2025-26 season of $7.9 million by October 1st, or the Warriors can execute a sign-and trade involving him. There has been talk that the Sacramento Kings are interested in acquiring Kuminga, but the holdup is the fact that, according to NBA insider Jake Fisher, Golden State does not want Malik Monk in return. Golden State has made it clear that it has no interest in absorbing Malik Monk's contract from Sacramento, irrespective of Monk's talents, if it means taking on Monk's $21.5 million player option for the 2027-28 season, Fisher reported. As much as Golden State hopes to compete for championships over the next 2 seasons with Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler all on the same contractual timeline, it is also laser-focused on having financial flexibility after the 2026-27 season, when the trio's current contracts are on course to expire simultaneously. Read more. Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards making major change to his game. Business aside, Monk may not be a bad consolation prize for Golden State if it loses out on Kuminga. He averaged 17.2 points and 5.6 assists a game, both of which were career highs last season, and he possesses ample speed and quickness. At age 27, he is also the type of young player the Warriors badly need moving forward. Kuminga, who will turn 23 years of age on October 6, averaged 15.3 points a game last season. The 6'7" forward, who was the number 7 pick in the 2021 NBA draft, has stepped up his game over the last 2 seasons. Warriors forward Jonathan Kuminga. San Francisco, California, March 13th. Jonathan Kuminga, number 00 of the Golden State Warriors, goes up to shoot and gets fouled by Malik Monk, number 0 of the Sacra. Read more. With Curry, Green, and Butler all approaching their late 30s, the Warriors need as many young and viable players as they can get their hands on. Kuminga fits that description, and losing him would likely mean losing any hope they have of competing for the NBA title anytime soon. The forward's contract saga has held up other roster decisions for the franchise. Guard DeAnthony Melton and veteran big man Al Horford are expected to sign with the team, but only after the Kuminga situation is resolved.